What's up, guys? Bob Buskirk here at ThinkComputers, and not that long ago we took a look at DT Esports' Volos gaming mouse, which is made for MOBA or MMO gamers, and now we're on to the Theron, which is made for FPS and RTS gamers. So let's just go ahead and check it out. The Theron does come in a nice retail box, as all TT Esports products do. On the front there is a picture of the mouse, and it goes over some of the main features. So you have a function lock button, battle mode, onboard memory, and an IR sensor. So this is not a laser sensor. This is actually, this is the Theron infrared. So this is a infrared optical sensor. Just to, especially for FPS, you want to have your mouse right on there, right where it's supposed to be. So that is the most accurate way of tracking. So that is what they put in this mouse. If we go over to the back, it goes over, in detail some more of those features on the infrared sensor, the 5 weights that are inside, and the Omron switches, which are throughout this mouse. Omron switches are some of the best. So, the switches on the mouse aren't going to break, or they're not going to wear out after a little bit of use. These are going to last a very long time. Also, you can go ahead and open this up, and even more detail on the mouse. So it's going to go over all of that stuff, and it's actually going to show you the mouse before you buy it. So, if you're in the store and you can pick this up and you can actually see the mouse and see all of the information before you buy it. But I know you guys just want me to open it up, so let's go ahead and do that. And we should just be able to pull everything out. So, throw this over there. And we have some accessories. So first thing is a nice little carrying case. A lot of mice don't come with carrying cases, so it's nice to see one here. Again, TT Esports logo right there. And if we open it up, there is a nice pocket inside to hold all of your cables and maybe some smaller accessories as well. We have a little packet here, which I can get open. Let's rip it open here. I can get it. Okay, and throw that over there, and it says challenge the game, and we can go ahead and open it up, and there's a bunch of stuff inside here, some stickers as well. So in here we have 2 TT Esports stickers. You have a black one and a white one, so you can put this on your case or something like that. We have our warranty card. We have, it looks like, our driver's disc. So there is a driver's disc, so you don't have to go online if you don't have access to the internet, which is obviously good. And we have our user's guide right here, which just goes over everything and shows you how to get set up, and it is in a bunch of different languages. Now, of course, the most important thing, that out of the way, is our mouse, and it should be easy enough to get out of this packaging, I think. Let's pull this through. And that back together, and we'll put that over there as well. So here we go with the Theron infrared mouse. So you can see it sticks to the TT Esports colors, which are black and red. So it's all black with a lot of the buttons being red on here. So we'll get some profile views first so you guys can really see what this looks like. So here is the front and the top. We have this one side right here, as you guys can see, and we'll go to the other side, and of course the back right there. So this is a nice mouse. Seems like it would be pretty comfortable as we're moving it around here on our table. Nice movement, feels really good. The buttons feel really responsive, which of course is an important thing, especially for gamers. So if we take a look here, we'll start, on the front here. We have this nice coating, this sort of rubberized coating, and that's going to help your hand just stay on the mouse. Intense gaming, or if you're eating while you're gaming or something like that, it's just, sometimes your hands slide off, and if you're going to get that headshot and your hand slides off, you're going to be pretty pissed off. So it's nice to have this coating, and it goes all through the mouses on both sides as well as the top. We have our 2 main switches here, which I said are very responsive, and they sort of like dip down to kind of hold your fingers in there, which which is kind of nice. And remember, these are Omron switches on here, so they're not going to break or they're not going to wear out after, you know, a little bit of use. We have our scroll wheel here, which has this nice rubber coating on it as well, so it just helps your finger move on it. We have 2 buttons up and down. I'm not sure if that's DPI switch or what it is. Of course, you should be able to program all of that in the software. And of course, we have our TT Esports logo down here. I'm pretty sure this lights up as well. I'm not 100% certain as I just opened this, but I'm almost certain that that logo will light up as well as the scroll wheel. And it looks like there are some lights around the bottom as well and the sides. So that all should light up. And I believe you should be able to customize that, but don't quote me on that because I'm not specifically sure. On this side, we just have a, you know, your simple 2 buttons. Remember, this is for RTS and FPS, so you don't need a lot of button combinations, but you do have, you know, back and forward if you want to use that for your browser, or quick weapon switch, or however you want to do it. And again, you can set macros for all of those, all of these buttons in the software itself. On the opposite side, we have 1 single button, as you can see right here. Again, that can be for reload, weapon switch, however you want to do it. And of course, you can program macros as well. On the bottom here, of course, we have these Teflon feet. You have 2 large ones, so that's going to help slide across your mouse pad or even table, whatever you like to use there. And we do have our optical sensor. So this is a 4000 dpi optical sensor. This isn't the normal, this is infrared optical sensor. We're used to seeing laser sensors, but optical is just more, it's just better for these type of games. It's better for FPS and it's better for RTS gamers, so they have that on there. It looks like we have some buttons on the back. We have our lock button. This is, so all of these buttons you can set up macros for in the software, but you know, say you're just going out of game or you're changing games and you don't want those macros on there, you can actually disable them by just turning this over to lock, and that will lock all your macros, and unlock will unlock those macros. We also have, looks like a pulling rate button. So I guess that allows you to set your pulling rate, and it looks like a profile button. So you should have a bunch of profiles in the software. This looks like it can easily switch. And we do have weights in the bottom, which I should be able to get open here. So we have the weights in the bottom. They're in here a little bit differently than the Volos mouse. They're actually in, I guess, vertically, but I should be able to pull one out here just to show you. I can pull the whole thing out. You can actually take the whole thing out here, and if we take one out, these are 4.5 grams each, I believe. Yes. So if I take one out here, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're 4.5 grams each. Of course, you know, you can put a couple in, put none in, however you want to do it, just so, you know, you get the right feel and weight of your mouse. That, of course, again, is very important, especially for your hardcore gamers out there. And you can see how easy it is just to put everything back in and lock it into place. Be really interesting to test this mouse. I'm really excited to, you know, get in and actually play some games with it. But this, oh, really quick before I forget, because I almost just did, the cable here is braided, so that's very important. You know, a lot of cables aren't braided and they rip and snag easily, especially if you're going to LAN parties and things like that. Just over time it wears out, so having a braided cable is very important. And the cable, as you can see here, is gold plated as well. So that now is basically it here for our quick unboxing and overview of TT Esports Theron infrared gaming mouse. Make sure you check back very soon on ThinkComputers.org, as we'll have our full written review. And remember, guys, if you like our videos, why don't you subscribe? Catch you guys later.